For those that don't know, I started a podcast called Cheesesteaks With, where I try out the classic Philly sandwich while learning about the interesting and unique perspectives the people in my ride have to offer. Anyway, I just heard a stat that 90% of podcasts don't make it past episode 10, and I am super proud to say that we just crossed that threshold. So I wanted to share a few spots that we visited.
Oh, dude,
I'm
fully excited, man.
I am too, man. I've been waiting for this all day.
I know, dude. Now, I don't know who's who, but do you like the cheesesteak that's like chopped up?
I think
or do you like
got
the slabs? How do you usually go?
So, and that's why...
I don't know if you want to ketchup, but you didn't get it.
No, I didn't want ketchup. And that's something that's why the whole rating scale, I think is a little messed up with cheesesteaks, because some people like the slabs. I love chopped up, and that's looking beautiful.
Boy.
Show that to the camera.
Look at that bad boy
That's
right
something.
there. Let me tell you what, man. That's that cheesesteak better make everything get red.
Oh, this is a beautiful. This is a beautiful
pickles,
cheesesteak.
ketchup, bacon for me, baby.
You got pickles on it?
Pickles, ketchup, and bacon.
This is good. This is real chopped up. This is real
man.
fine.
Oh yeah.
Cheers indeed.
Full meat, baby. That's a hell of a cheesesteak.
Oh, I have a good cheesesteak.
It really is. I don't care what anyone says.
Highly chopped. I love the highly chopped.
Hey, man. The meat, cheese melted throughout.
Some cheesesteak enthusiasts will say it's disrespectful for you to put ketchup on such a delicious sandwich. What's your thoughts on that?
Nah, I think eat it how you like it. You know what I mean? It ain't about. It's it's perspective, man.
There is a lot of people that say Steve's is better than Pat's and Gino's. I heard that as a little 16-year-old in Delco, and we printed out our Google Maps and we drove up to Steve's, and I forget what we said, if it was better than Pat's or Gino's or not. But they actually had, this is really fitting, I didn't even think of this till now, they actually had a Center City location, which was always popping at the end of the night. After a little night at, me and my buddy would always go to Drinkers, and we walk over to Steve's, but it shut down during COVID. So it's fitting that we're doing Steve's that closed down in Center City, talking with a business owner who was shut down by COVID, but original location of the Northeast, which is still alive and thriving. So we were unsure of whether we go Whiz or American. Okay, we're going to split them. There we go.
We're going to split them.
So right away, the presentation, it's dripping with the cheese for sure.
I'm down with it.
I love the amount of cheese. I will say though, looking a little slabby. Definitely slabs of meat.
Yeah, not chunks.
I'm a chopped up guy myself.
Yeah, I agree.
They went slab, but they went light on the meat, which you might think they're dripping it, but in reality, they're being smart.
They know the cheese to bread to meat ratio.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it comes down to.
It's good.
It's very moist. I mean, it's dripping. Look at it, dripping.
It's
You guys see that dripping? Oh my God, that's a beautiful thing.
That's literally beautiful.
Nice and
It's
drippy.
literally like the fountain of youth.
Man, it's really good. I'm surprised.
It's just like it's not like blowing my mind, but it's like I'm like if I was hungry for a cheesesteak, I would get this like all the time. I know. Here. Want to switch?
Yep, I'm ready.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
You have to tell me which one you like better.
All right.
You will know better than me.
I think I like the Whiz better.
Do you? Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me try.
You like it? Yeah.
Right. It's more cheesesteaky.
And I think with the American and the slab, you're not getting as much cheese coverage as you are with the Whiz. I feel like
it's a little more bland than American.
But
it's good, but it's a little more bland.
Discovered a cheesesteak truth.
Yeah.
If you're going slab, you gotta go Whiz. If it's chopped up, you throw the American on it, you chop it up, the cheese gets all in there. But with this, wow.
It doesn't sit right.
Whiz for slab. Look at that. Cheesesteak world, hope you're paying attention because we just gave you the secret.
You could not take that. We've trademarked it.
We need a saying. The slab fits, go with Whiz Wit.
I just put cheesesteak all over your car.
The American's very dry.
I think I also ate the side with more sauce, though, I'll be honest. Yeah.
Well, that speaks to how uneven, this is not consistent. Come on, Steve's. I'll let you go first.
Okay. American's an 8. Whiz, a little under a 9, I would say. B+.
A little under a 9.
Is that how it works?
Like 8,
B minus,
what would you
B+?
do? Yeah, okay. So like 8, 9, you would say?
8, 9.
All right.
I'd say. Satisfying, but not my favorite.
I'm actually going to give the American.
Oh, shit.
I think I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Oh.
5 maybe.
We're going into D category.
Cheese coverage wasn't consistent. Like you said, you had to decide with more cheese.
Yeah, I just had more cheese.
Slab, I don't like it. Honestly, it'd probably be lower, but just the experience of the Northeast and Steve's, you got to at least like not make it failing. The Whiz, though, I think 8-9's a great score.
Yeah.
I'd probably, you know, just to be a little critical and not the same, I'll go 8-8.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's right there. Like you said, not the best,
Yeah.
but
Better
yeah.
than the rest. Not
Yeah.
the best, better than the rest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a prince. It's a prince of
It's a
steaks.
prince.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are here in deep Delco with these idiots that dropped out of high school. No, but for real, had a really cool conversation just about taking a different path. And what we're about to get done right now is try out Doc's Deli. I went with Cooper, right? Another extra cheese. Classic Whiz.
Call this an old fashioned.
Called and we asked for the recommendation. The guy who took the call said Cooper, which I was very surprised. I think Cooper, I think pinkies up. Here in Deep Delco, you don't get the kind of snobby vibe that you would usually go with Cooper. So
The outside appearance is completely deceptive.
You walk in there and there's tasty cake wrap.
that's in your way. It's not like something to catch your eye, maybe. It's something like you need to reach over these tasty cakes and consciously decide to not get some. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie.
She's a hefty girl.
This looks beautiful.
This is something else.
Pretty fine presentation right there.
This looks like a cheesesteak you would see in a picture.
Very
Usually
strong
you don't get
cheesesteak
that.
game here.
Oh wow, that's a beautiful looking cheesesteak.
This is Delco right here. Parking on the sidewalk, basement food, delicious.
Graffiti with death threats, mattress in the parking lot.
Totally Delco.
I'm just not the biggest Cooper guy.
I'll swap the other half with it.
I'm down to swap.
Get the first cheesesteak swap too.
No.
No. Oh, Vinny, I appreciate that. I appreciate you knowing.
We all
I'm a
watch.
subscriber.
We all watch and we're all subscribed, but Vinny definitely is.
My guy.
I usually do ketchup. I'll even throw pickles on there sometimes.
Mm.
I did nothing but straight steak and cheese this time with onion.
You know, of all people, Delco Dan goes with ketchup.
Tell you what, man,
So- You got
You
pickles on it?
Pickles, ketchup, bacon.
I judged him a little bit there, I'm not gonna lie.
That man can do whatever he damn well.
The Cooper needs ketchup.
It's a little dry, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will say I have been a little generous in my ratings and looking back in my first season. This is the final episode of season 1. And I'm going to try to scale that back a little bit. But you also have to understand, I'm in Philadelphia. There's not too many places around here that are going to do a bad job of making cheesesteaks.
You
So,
get chewed up in the comments for that.
don't get enough views to get a lot of comments yet. But maybe one day I will.
And I'm gonna say, extra American cheese with fried onions, solid 8.9. It's like it ranks pretty high up for me.
You've been quiet back there, Vinny. You're the only one that went with Whiz.
Yeah, and mine was not dry whatsoever, and I think 7, 8-ish, 7, 8, 7, 9.
This might have been the first cheesesteak I had with Cooper sharp cheese. I don't think Cooper's the play.
I don't think Cooper's play here. I think Doc's is trying to be something that it's not. We're in Lansdowne. We're not in Bryn Mawr, Doc's.
Like I
You
said,
know?
I think they're trying to gentrify the cheesesteak.
They're trying to gentrify the cheesesteak.
I'm not disappointed with it. We're just like 7.6.
7.6, like 76er. So 7.6 is baseline Philly
That's what I'm
cheesesteak.
going with, 7.6.
I had the privilege of trying both. Very disappointed in the Cooper Sharp. That's my second Cooper Sharp cheesesteak. And just not a fan of it. The rest of the meat, the bread was good. I'm going to give it a 7 for the Cooper. For the American, if it wasn't extra cheese, I don't know how dry it would be. So I'm going to give it a baseline. It's not it's definitely not a Philly cheesesteak. I'll give it a 7.8. I'll go with a 78 with the cheese.
Let's put it this: if you're coming to Philly, get the Whiz. It was the way it was meant to be. That baby was moist.
I am at Angelo's Pizzeria because my guest that recommended this is probably the most analytical person I know. He couldn't join for the cheesesteak since it's closed on Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, I drove all the way back down from Delco to deliver on this review. You're welcome. But he had gotten Angelo's over the weekend since he's in from out of town, and it's the #1 one-bite bar stool pizza review in Philadelphia. I know you may be thinking, that doesn't make him the most analytical person in the room. Well, he got a cheesesteak to go along with his pizza, and I'm going to wait until the end to share his very logical review, because before I could even get to that, he broke down the entire business model of Angelo. And you got a cheesesteak there too?
Yeah.
Was
Well,
it good?
Angelo's has the highest Dave Portnoy pizza rating in the city, 9.1.
Wow.
But Angelo's was founded in 2013, and Angelo's is cash only. You have to order it in the store. You can't call it in.
Really?
Yeah, so you order it and you have to wait 30 minutes. This system only kind of makes sense if you're operating at max capacity in terms of pumping out pizzas and cheesesteaks. Like, you couldn't possibly sell any more because you're already selling all your pizzas that you make in a day.
Was there a line?
There wasn't a line to order, which is strange. I don't know. It's crazy to me. I don't understand why they just don't make ordering and picking up much easier. Part of it's like kind of ego. Like, we're so good, you're just gonna have to wait. Even Dave Portnoy had to wait.
Like, dude, I was just asking, how was the cheesesteak? Was the cheesesteak good?
It's just really hard to, like, differentiate between, like, a really, really good cheesesteak and an incredible one. Because, like, I eat cheesesteaks so infrequently that, like, they're always, like, pretty incredible when I get them in Philly. You know, I don't eat them enough. Oh, the other reason Angelo's is cash only is to avoid the credit card fee. Like, you know, businesses have to pay, like, 2-3%.
Right.
I mean,
I always forget about that.
I'm pretty sure they could just raise their prices by 3% and no one would care, and then accept.
If you're in Philadelphia
classic.
and you need a diner experience, South Philly Penrose Diner is just
Location,
spectacular.
the sign.
But getting a cheesesteak from a diner is not
I mean, I haven't eaten a real meal since Sunday.
not the Philly thing to do.
Yeah, we did. Oh, is that just ketchup?
Yeah, you want some? Don't
Or the
don't make a
fries.
mess.
Oh. I thought you were about to try to put this on the cheesesteak, bro. I was like, that's weird. We'll enter this glory right now.
I mean, right away you can tell this is not
It's limp. It is limp.
it's not premium quality steak. At first glance, you wouldn't be sure if that's a chicken cheesesteak or a beef cheesesteak. It's a great Philly roll, chopped up like it's supposed to be. Great amount of cheese. Sitting in the sog, which if we were eating in the restaurant, it would come out on the plate, so it wouldn't be like that.
Which, like, a cheesesteak on a plate is just not gonna... It's just not gonna be as good as that cheesesteak that's rolled up like a dumbbell, and then you just start busting out the paper. I'm gonna do a little double bite action just so I can, you know.
Damn, you're already finished?
I told you I was gonna devour it.
I'm only halfway done.
I literally haven't had. I've just been eating leftovers all week. And when I say leftovers, like, there's a bag of pastrami that I'm just going into ripping. Like, it's not good.
Why?
I don't treat myself to any amenities. So this is a steak and cheese chimichanga that I got at the USO. I've been traveling with a frozen burrito for the last 10 hours.
Still working out a fun, creative way to grade this thing. How would you explain it to somebody not from Philadelphia? Because at the end of the day,
Don't go here. I mean, I'm always going to be direct, Ed, but it's just not guaranteed. The lady would probably say you're stupid for ordering a cheesesteak to go.
Oh, look at this. This was the right call.
Gosh.
This was the right call for you to have this experience.
I'm not disappointed by that.
This is
where
just
someone
like
just got shot?
uh
Someone just get shot in the...
I mean, probably it makes sense.
I feel like I just saw this in my Citizens app.
I mean, it's
And
Philadelphia.
Geno's?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
they're
it's right.
across the street from each
Exactly.
other.
See, this is exactly why I chose here.
Oh,
It's-
I've got to admit, Geno's did a better job decorating.
I've said this since I was a kid. Do you want to go for like the superficial, what looks good, or do you want to go for like who's going to take care of you, who's
That
going to
one.
do what's important, you know?
The latter,
Exactly,
for sure.
and that's why Pat's presentation is not the best, but personally, I like Pat's a lot better. And
Yeah.
really what it comes down to, there's two schools of thought with a cheesesteak sandwich. You either have the slabs of meat, you know,
Right.
kind of like a slab of steak,
Yeah.
it's a lot thinner,
Uh-huh.
or you chop it up, like, you know, like
Okay,
almost
yeah,
like
yeah.
sloppy joes, right? But not that fine. So Pat's is a lot more chopped. Geno's is like a slab.
I feel like chopped, that would be the way
Yes,
to go.
I like chopped as well. Nobody's going to say Pat's is the best cheesesteak, but I do think it's very hard to argue with the experience down here
Yeah.
at Pat's and Geno's.
Yeah.
And here we are, Pat's King of Steaks, in business since 1930. They say they were the first. Are you a little nervous about being branded a certain kind of cheesesteak girl, or is this fitting your standards so far?
You know what? It actually looks pretty good. It looks better than I thought it was gonna look. I had low expectations for
Yeah.
cheesesteaks because the cheese comes out of a can. I'm gonna take a bite.
Yeah, go for
Can I
it.
just-
It's all you. I've had this a million times. I can taste test it just by the smell. I assume they were going to cut it, and they did not.
Do you want me to rip it?
No, go for it. Just eat it, and then when you're done, I'll have some. Yeah.
Do you
Unless
want-
unless
do
you
you
want the
wanna-
whole thing.
do you wanna-
We're not about the Lady in the Tramp this situation. No. I am not about the Lady in my Tramp myself reviews.
Then you're not doing it right.
That is true. All right, then let's do it.
Okay. I already took a bite. I'll
All
put my
right.
face here so it looks like I'm just gonna make
Oh, this is
awkward
awkward.
eye contact.
I was a little awkward.
That's actually really good.
What's your initial thought? So-
I would order this again.
First of all, I'm
Bread
missing
is good.
I'm missing a major thing here. I'm failing. Like, this is your first cheesesteak. Like,
It's surprisingly good.
what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah. No, it's surprising. I have like meat in my teeth.
Oh, you don't see it.
No, it's surprisingly good. Okay. I kind of wish it was a little greasier. I was
Interesting.
expecting it to be greasier. It's not greasy at all.
Interesting.
It's not greasy at all.
Yeah, it's a healthy
Which
option.
is good. The bread is really good. I like the meat. I surprisingly like. Is this Cheese Whiz?
Yes, it is
I
Cheese
actually
Whiz.
like it.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
actually like a good.
They use good cheese whiz here. It's not like cheese out of a
I
can.
kind of wish there was a little bit more cheese on it.
There
now.
you go.
I had no
Look at
idea.
that. Yeah.
No, it's really good. I think if I wanted a cheesesteak, I would have to be hungover. This feels like really good hungover food.
Spot on.
And I'm not hungover right now. If I was, I would go out of my way for a cheesesteak. I
That,
would. If I was hungover,
for a first-time cheesesteaker, that is an excellent analysis of what that sandwich is perfect for.
it's good. It's actually something I would have for lunch. I would eat this for lunch.
This is like baseline of a good cheesesteak. This isn't bad. People shit on it because it's touristy.
No, it's not bad.
It's not bad,
Mm.
but you'll have to try a different cheesesteak because you'll find something that will fit your cheesesteak needs. I
I
guarantee
know.
you.
This is a really good starting place.
Yeah.
This is really, nothing about this is gross or bad. I could probably eat this whole thing.
It's a good first cheesesteak,
It is.
but you know you have to understand as you get more mature, you're going to find
Mhm.
other cheesesteaks that
Yeah.
suit your needs better, and you know pleases your palate in a way that you want to be pleased.
I get that.
I would rate Pat's as absolutely go out of the way for the experience because
Mhm.
Gino's is right across the street. It's a very Philly experience. It does get a bad rap because it's touristy, but it's a nice little chopped up steak. If you want it more slab, go to Gino's. But I would give it I give it a 7.6 out of 10, which to me is the baseline of what's a good Philly cheesesteak.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there it is.
Absolutely. It's
Cheese
good.
cheesesteaks with a New Mexican, first cheesesteak haver ever. Shorty Bang Bang on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Thanks for watching. Remember, like and subscribe. You like it?
Yeah.
I feel like you're a little speechless because like you like it so much, or maybe you're just like
No, I really didn't think I was gonna like it.
yeah.
I'm not a red meat fan. I'm not a yellow cheese fan. I'm not a sandwich without any like veggies fan. But
Yeah.
I keep waiting to have like a nasty aftertaste, but it's
So you'll probably
good.
you might feel like shit in like 2 hours. Just a heads up. That'll be the nasty aftertaste equivalent. But
it's good. I really didn't. I woke up this morning. I'm like, I'm not in the mood for a cheesesteak. This is gonna be gross. But I'm actually really surprised.
there we go.